So good evening, everybody. Our apologies for being a little bit late. We have a big agenda for our workshop, so let's start in right away. The August 11th meeting of the Long Branch City Council will now come to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dangler?
Here.
Mr. Vieira?
Here.
Mrs. Wittes?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Dr. Vogt?
Here. We'll now recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
To the republic
which stands
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, liberty, and justice
for
for
all.
all.
I will now read the mission statement for the City Council. The Long Branch Mayor, City Council, and Administration are committed to cultivating an environment of mutual trust and respect that values the diversity of our community. We will strive to enhance the quality of life for all who live here by making Long Branch a desirable place in which to live and prosper. We will treat all members of the public with respect and expect the same in return. Heather, would you read the statement? Thank you.
Sure. I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper and adequate electronic notice has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and the New Jersey Administrative Code, Title V, Chapter 39, Section 1.5, Notice of Remote Public Meetings as required by law.
Thank you. Reading and approval of previous minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the July 28th, 2021 meeting.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes. Consideration of ordinances, public hearing and final consideration. 19-21. This is an ordinance of the City of Long Branch authorizing acceptance and execution of the deed of site triangle easement known as Lot 26.01, Block 117 on the official tax map of the City of Long Branch. This ordinance was introduced on July 28th, 2021, and authorizes the mayor and city clerk to execute a deed of site triangle easement with Enclave of West End LLC for a perpetual, non-exclusive easement for the purpose of providing operators of vehicles and pedestrians with an unobstructed view across the site easement. I need a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 19-21.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
If any member of the public has any comments to make, please dial *9 on your phone and a representative will call on you by the last 3 digits of your phone number. When you're called upon, state your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes and may only speak once.
Caller whose phone number ends in 350. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ernest McNally, 710 Northeast 7th Street, Boynton Beach, Florida. Again, if you could just clarify something about unobstructed view and vehicles and a lot. And I'm trying to understand, is this where the city is gifting something or giving an easement for something?
No, the city's actually getting an easement, Mr. McNally. This is a development that was approved by, I believe, the planning board. And we're taking an easement so that they cannot build anything along this site triangle. In other words, it's along a curve so that they can't put any structure there that would obstruct the view of vehicles. So it's actually, we're getting the easement.
You're getting. The easement would mean that you're getting something that's going to prevent them from doing something either on their own property, correct?
On their own property, correct.
Okay, and that would be if they were to erect something, it would probably block traffic at a corner or something, or the view of
Correct.
drivers, correct?
Exactly correct. So that's why we're preventing them from doing that. Correct.
Okay. All right. So I don't think I would have any issue with that, except for the fact that the bigger picture is it on any building or any recently approved thing that most people in the United States, New Jersey, and Monmouth County don't want in Long Branch? Is it on one of those things?
No, sir.
But there aren't too many people agreeing with what the planning board is approving along the beachfront. Is this a beachfront issue?
No, it's on Brighton Avenue. See if I can give you a better location. It's Brighton Avenue between
Around Westwood?
You got it. Between, yes, it's Brighton Avenue, and it's short of Monmouth Place. It's on the other side of the railroad tracks.
Okay. So a developer got an approval to build something. What is it? A multi-condo? One of those?
It's I believe that it is 22 or 24 townhouses. It's on more than just that. The easement's only on that property, but it's on the surrounding property.
And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of affordable housing in there, right?
This approval was from 2016 or 2017, Mr. McNally, and I apologize. I do not know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think there's anything that's built. Is there a give back necessary for this? For you to get the easement, for them to build, did they, and the planning board to approve and the council to approve, did this developer or property owner have to give anything? Like,
we're not giving them anything. They're giving us this easement. So it wasn't anything.
Other than the easement, like on Ocean Boulevard, opposite Pier Village, you let somebody build, I don't know, 60 townhomes, as long as they gave you a pool like 7 miles from the ocean. Oh no, it's not 7.
Like I said, Mr. McNally, this approval is, it's probably more than 4 years old. So the answer is that I don't think any of us were here when this was approved.
Yeah, and something could last that long and before it's actually built?
Correct.
How do they go this long?
Well, under the land use law, your approvals are good for 5 years.
Oh, that's the way it works. I get it. Okay, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. McNally. Well, any other callers?
No other hands raised.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance 19-21.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. This is the second reading of ordinance 19-21, titled an ordinance of the City of Long Branch authorizing acceptance and execution of deed of site triangle easement known as Lot 26.01, Block 117 on the official tax map of the City of Long Branch. I need a motion to adopt ordinance 19-21 on second and final reading and advertise according to law.
So move.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes. Thank you. Ordinances for introduction. This is the first reading of ordinance 20-21 entitled Capital Ordinance Appropriating $2 million to pay for the renovation and expansion of a senior center by and in the City of Long Branch in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey. Here's the summary of what this ordinance is all about. This is an ordinance appropriating funds to pay for the renovation and expansion of the Long Branch Senior Center. I need a motion to introduce on first reading, advertise and post according to law, and set the public hearing for August 25th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes. This is the first reading of ordinance 21-22, 2021, entitled An Ordinance Amending and Supplementing Chapter 17 of the Municipal Code of the City of Long Branch to establish an energy aggregation program. And here's the summary of what this ordinance is all about. This is an ordinance authorizing the City of Long Branch to establish a government energy aggregation program and to solicit bids for renewable energy for the residents of the City of Long Branch. Energy aggregation programs are authorized and regulated by the State of New Jersey Department of Community Affairs and require a public bidding process. Any resident will have the option of opting out of the program. I need a motion to introduce on first reading and advertise and post according to law and set the public hearing for August 25th, 2021.
So moved.
second,
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler,
Yes.
Mr. Viera,
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes,
yes,
Dr. Selly,
Yes.
Dr. Vogt,
Yes. Thank you. This is public participation for resolutions and all general comments. I need a motion to open the public portion of the meeting for all comments.
so moved,
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? If any member of the public has any comment to make, please dial *9 on your phone and a representative will call on you by the last 3 digits of your phone number. When you're called upon, please state your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes to talk and may only speak once. All comments should be addressed to the council president. There will be no cross dialogue during the public portion. After everyone from the public wishing to speak has been heard, any member of the council or administration may address your comments and questions. While public participation is encouraged and valued, the presiding officer reserves the right to terminate remarks to or by any individual not in keeping with the conduct of a proper and efficient meeting. Will, do we have anybody wanting to make a comment?
Yes, we do. Caller whose phone number ends in 350. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ernest McNolly, 710 Northeast 7th Street, Boynton Beach, Florida. You know, I used to call myself Mr. Long Branch. I think I'm going to start doing that again because if it wasn't for me, now a permanent resident in Florida, but looking for property in Long Branch or Asbury, calling in and at least joining this meeting, everybody else is in fear to speak. Nobody's willing to come. Everybody's downtrodden and I think abused. And you say cut off. You cut people off when you don't like what we say. And how is it we don't get to cut you off when you are making statements that we find false and character assassinations? Why does it work one way? Why doesn't it work for y'all, the council, the city attorney, city manager? Y'all say stuff, very offensive stuff to us. You cut us off, you block us, you mute us. How do you do it? Anyway, I watched the National Night Out in Long Branch. It's horrifying. This new acting prosecutor and acting attorney general come in and you're all hugging each other. I can't believe it. Hugging, smiling. Oh, we love each other. You got to be kidding me. You know how this prosecutor covers up for all the crime and corruption in the Long Branch Police and Fire Department? And look at how they're all hugging already with the new person and the Attorney General. How do you avoid and evade any kind of investigation? You got your horrible Internal Affairs Department with Joshua Bard, right? You got an acting, whatever he is, captain, now Rizzuto, who's mixed up in the Walls case from 10 years ago, who's so conflicted with the sheriff, the prosecutors, the commissioners, politics, big business. And then you have a congressman, 40 years, a mayor, families in Long Branch that I grew up with. What are you controlling? Long Branch is so corrupt from Operation Bid Rig, it's still going on. And what does this Senator Gopal, and Congressman Pallone and Assemblyman Howdling and Downey. They don't answer phone calls, emails. You get away with everything. You got cops. I'm not going to say the word, but how about sexually abusing? You know, drugs, drug dealing, drug manufacturing, assault, phony claims, and doing stuff with the prosecutor. This Melanie Falco, the head of the Internal Affairs Unit, combined with the Asbury, the Neptune, the Long Branch police departments. I don't know how the FBI is not coming back, because this prosecutor, and they're all in Wall, you know, Gramaccioni, the new one, Linsky, Assemblyman Keene, everybody's in Wall Township with that criminal enterprise airport that Peter DeLisa, your fire chief, flies around all the felons and sex offenders in his airplanes. And you get away with everything. Look at Peter DeLisa's daughter. Look at Peter DeLisa walking around threatening people with a gun. He failed your psychiatric test to be a Long Branch cop. Why are you letting him walk in the firehouse and all over Long Branch with weapons? And his daughter just got arrested in August 13th of 2020, right? In Ocean Township. Infant abuse, child abuse, illegal weapons, illegal drugs, CDS paraphernalia, drugs, a drug compound. What do? Nothing. She's all friends. And Peter, you're all friends. You do everything together. With the prosecutor, he flies you all around. You can't make this stuff up. How much time do I have left?
50 seconds.
Well, I don't know what I could say in 50 seconds. But anyway, I got this report from 2012 where Lieutenant Rizzuto and Corporal Korn went over to Wall's house on West End Avenue, and there was a bottle with chemicals, right? All that stuff. So that means he was doing this stuff 10, 12 years ago. And what did your lieutenant do with the prosecutor and Korn? They covered it up. You know what I went through? You know what you guys put me through to get these reports? How you sass and character assassinate, and you deny Oprah's, and you got the most powerful lawyers in the county, especially that Sean Keene's law firm, whatever it is, Comby and Cleary, whatever. And they're the
5
ones
minutes.
backing you up. Deny.
Caller whose phone number ends in 819. Go ahead. You may have to dial *6 to unmute yourself.
Michelle Douglas, 170 Rockwell Avenue. I just wanted to request if they could send, Public Works back out to the Joe Line Avenue Bridge again. That has not been cleaned up since the last time I called in. But even the fact that school is starting soon and people are walking, not only other students, but my own son, and it's unpassable again.
Yes, well, certainly, I'll talk to Stan tomorrow and try to get somebody over there. I apologize for that.
I'm not sure if that's part of their rotation, because I know they do go over and do the areas across the street in the cul-de-sacs, but no one has gone over to go anywhere near the bridge.
Okay, thank you for
Thank you.
Thank you for pointing it out. George, could you mention that to Stan in the morning? I'll call him as well. Thank you.
Caller whose phone number ends in 198. Go ahead.
Mr. IT man, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mr. IT man, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm requesting 1 minute notification. Vincent Lepore, 33 Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. Many residents throughout this city just recently received a brochure from Long Branch's Community Relations Department entitled Branching Out. On page 4 of the brochure, it reads, Making a Splash. It's about the community pool. On that page 4, not one word about the taxpayers footing the bill for that pool via 10-year tax abatements approved by Team Pallone for 72 condo units at the Ocean Gate Development Project on Ocean Boulevard. Continuing on page 7 of the brochure, under vacant and abandoned properties, a paragraph reads, quote, "As Long Branch continues to improve, the mayor and the city council seek to control new development for the benefit of Long Branch residents," end quote. That's an outright lie. The people of this city just recently witnessed the approval by this council of an increased density, high-rise, mega oceanfront luxury development project called 290 Ocean LLC. The city just recently declared a redevelopment zone for higher density on the Seaview Towers site. The council also declared and approved the high-density Kushner development project on Broadway with a 30-year tax abatement, the very same tax abatements Team Pallone campaigned against. On page 7, it further reads, quote, "We have repeatedly denied tax abatements for any development along the oceanfront," end quote. Another weighted deflection by Pallone. He attempted more density and bigger buildings on the oceanfront, as mentioned with 290 Ocean LLC, in exchange for quid pro quo payments to the tune of $2 million to subsidize the Pallone pay-to-play gravy train. The fact is, residents do not want higher density projects on the oceanfront or anywhere else in this city, nor do they want to see tax abatements anywhere. Quite simply, high density projects and tax abatements have proven to be prejudicial against the residents of this city. There was no distinction by Team Pallone during the last campaign of where, quote, "no tax abatements," end quote, would take place, whether that being oceanfront or inland. Team Pallone is not getting away with putting their thumbs on the scale with this tax abatement issue. No tax abatements meant exactly that. No tax abatements, period. Page 8 of the brochure states, quote, "Mayor Pallone explained that the city will maintain and add to the excellent services without increasing taxes," end quote. The publication is dated September. We have a city with a combined violent and nonviolent crime rate in excess of 70% of the statewide average per police officer. You can't call that excellent service. This is a dangerous city, a crime rate only to be outdone by the Pier Village riots. After 2 substantiated warnings to the mayor by the watchdogs of impending problems for June 19th, the mayor has the nerve to say he's delivering, quote, "excellent service," end quote, in the face of riots that were preventable at Pier Village.
1 minute
A
warning.
very cruel statement by the mayor. Pallone can make a fool of himself, but he's not making fools of us. In conclusion, this brochure branching out is a Pallone propaganda piece. Pallone has started his re-election campaign with this brochure, off the taxpayers' dime, trying to justify tax abatements and bigger oceanfront, higher density buildings, which he campaigned against with the rest of Team Pallone. In the end, just a continuation of junk government.
Thank you, Mr. Lepore. Will, are there any other hands?
No other hands raised.
Okay, thank you. Madam Clerk, have you received any public comment by electronic mail or written letter?
I have not.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion to close the public participation portion of this meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. To the resolutions, we can take the listed resolutions as a consent agenda. And before doing that, let me ask Heather, our city clerk, there were some changes in the listings of the resolutions when it was first posted on the website. We just want to make sure that everyone is aware of any changes that have been made. So Heather, could you please note any changes in the listing of the resolutions?
Yes, Resolution 203-21 entitled "A Resolution Accepting the 2020 Annual Audit Report" was removed from the agenda.
Right.
That's all.
Okay, good, thank you.
Mhm.
With the list as it currently appears, I need a motion to take this list of resolutions as the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
And Dr. Vogt?
Yes, thank you. Applications, there are none. And miscellaneous business for the good of the order. Councilman Dangler.
Thank you. Just want to remind everyone to still be careful, still wear your mask as much as possible. I know it's hot and it's uncomfortable, but we do want to be safe with the new Delta variant strain of COVID. So please just be safe, enjoy the rest of your summer, and hopefully we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Good, thank you, Councilman Dangler. Councilman Viera.
Yes, thank you for being part of our meeting tonight. August 3rd, National Night Out, last Tuesday. We had a great turnout. I was part of that turnout. I want to thank the director, the Long Branch Police Department, the Long Branch Fire Department, and the Public Works for an awesome job they did and a great job. The turnout showed it, and all the attendees that attended. It was a great night, great weather. We had a lot of fun. And with that, I'd like to close. Good night.
Good, thank you, Councilman Viera. I think we're all right there with you. It was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Councilwoman Wittes.
I just would like to also thank everyone for listening in this evening, and I hope you're enjoying your summer and continue to stay safe, and see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Good, thank you, Councilwoman Wittes. Councilwoman Selly.
I have three things I'd like to say. I'm very proud of the city of Long Branch, and the last two times I would like to tell you, first of all, Councilman Viera mentioned National Night Out. It was probably the best one we've had. And I would like to thank everybody that was involved. I'm not going to say names because sure than sin, I'll forget somebody. But everybody did a great job, and it certainly made me very proud. Well, guess what? The red building on Joline Avenue by the railroad tracks finally came down. So I don't know who was involved with it, but Nick, if it was you, I'd like to say thank you. And I was very impressed with the first issue of our newsletter, Branching Out. I thought they did an excellent job with it. It gave an overview of everything that was going on in the city. And if people don't know what's going on, shame on them, because it was all in that newsletter and you should be the one to read it. And upon that, I would reiterate what Bill Dangler said: wear your mask, stay safe, and we'll see you in another 2 weeks. God bless you all.
Good. Thank you, Councilwoman Selly. Mayor Plone.
Thank you, Council President. I would also like to thank everybody who was involved with National Night Out. It really was a great night. So thank you again. Just to sort of piggyback on what Councilwoman Selly said, in addition to the Red House on Washington and Jeline, we're all glad to report that the old nursing home on Westwood and Bath is in the process of being demolished as well. That's down. Some of the vacant buildings, 3 vacant buildings on 3rd Avenue are down. And of course, we know Seaview Towers. So the reality is that just in the last year, we have all collectively, administration, Nick, council members, and so forth, pushed very hard to get all of those buildings down, which had been vacant and abandoned and an eyesore, as Dr. Sully pointed out, for the last 15 or 20 years. So we're very happy about that. I also wanted to say that we're happy to announce that the council this evening approved, introduced an ordinance that will be renovating and expanding our senior center. The $2 million expansion and renovation of the Long Branch Senior Center has conceptual plans that will include a new outside facade on the front of the building, a new lobby area, fitness room, bigger classrooms, more space for storage, and other renovations that will allow the center to provide more program. And the money being used for this came from the developers agreement from the Bluffs. I'd also like to mention, I know it was on the tax bills. The tax bills have been mailed out. This is mentioned on the statement, but everyone has a grace period until September 7th, I believe. Like I said, that is on the statement, but we've gotten a few calls. Just wanted to clarify that. As we've mentioned before, over 70% of homeowners will see either a reduction in the actual property taxes they pay or will not have an increase this year. And again, I thank the council and the administration because the tax rate, we've worked hard to lower it this year as we have for the last 2 years. We have another month of our brand new community pool. It's open every day from now until Labor Day, from 10 o'clock till 7. Summer concerts, as you know, are on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Please check out our website for that list. West End Cruise Night is coming up. It's Saturday. I guess it's this Saturday, August 21st. Is that, am I right? This Saturday, 21st? Yeah. Join us for a fun night, including the Motor City Review. We're going to have a end of summer block party at the Union Avenue Firehouse. I'd like to thank the FMBA. They put this on for the second or third year now. That's at August 23rd. And the barbecue free barbecue is followed by a movie, which will be The Croods. So join us for a fun, free family night and enjoy the barbecue and the movie. And let's see, a couple more things. The Jazz and Blues Festival is August 28th from 3 to 9. That's a fun musical night. And we're also going to have a movie in West End Park on Wednesday, September 1st. The Goonies will be shown there. Again, this is another free fun event for the whole family. And finally, fun days are back throughout the summer. One was being held today for the children to enjoy. And the next one is August 22nd. I believe that's a Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. at Vancourt Park. So thank you again for listening in today and for your comments.
Good, thank you, Mayor. I don't see how anyone can help but feel the momentum of all the things, all the wonderful things that are happening in Long Branch. And Councilwoman Sully, I'm going to pick up on your word of just tremendous pride in Long Branch and tremendous pride in the progress that is being made on so many fronts. I also want to join in, I believe and I'm guessing here, Mayor, correct me if I'm wrong, but I also want to join in on the kudos of our new newsletter, Branching Out. I actually have it right here. I knew that there, so let me say, I think probably Lindsay was at the helm with this, Mayor. Am I correct with that?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, so wonderful
Great
job. Yeah, wonderful job to Lindsay and to the whole team that put this together. I know we had talked about it a while ago, and I didn't know that it was coming out actually when it did come out. And when I saw it in the mail, it was just a real delight. I have received many comments from people who just appreciated getting it and really were very impressed with all of the articles and what's going on in the city. Again, a lot of momentum and a lot of things for us to feel good about. It's always the people. And so for those of you who have not had a chance yet to read the newsletter, I just want to highlight our employee spotlight. Angelina Towns has actually been working with in the Long Branch administration for 50 years, and her quotes and the interview that they had with her, she just is delighted that that has been her career. Congratulations, Angelina. It's people like you with your positive attitude, with your wonderful work ethic, and all of your contributions to your job and to the administration and to Long Branch. We are thrilled that for 50 years we've been able to have you, in the administration. So thank you for all you do. Again, if you haven't,
Council President, I just would be amiss to not also mention, again, Lindsay did an incredible amount of work, but it was also contributed by Susan Davies in our office, and Will Bahamonde did a lot of the photographs, and of course, Mr. Jackson is always does all the proofreading and grammar correction. So thank you, George, as well.
yeah, there you go. It's always a team effort. So we don't mean to exclude anybody in our comments. So if we missed anybody, George, make sure that please bring it to their attention. We are so appreciative of the people who took the initiative. Will, I know you're on the line. Great job. We love what you did. Look forward to the next edition. I want to just tell you about one other thing that is going on, and this will be on our website. And it actually is, this is from Monmouth County. It's not from Long Branch, but it's for Long Branch and all of Monmouth County. And it is free computer training, any kind of office training that any Monmouth County resident wants to sign up for. It's free. It's for people who are out of work. It's for people who are working. It's for people who want to upgrade their skills. It is just a wonderful opportunity for anybody looking to develop their skills to the next level. It will be on our website. You can sign up right from the website and take advantage of it. It's a wonderful opportunity, again, through Monmouth County for all of our residents. With that, I'll join in with thank yous for everybody that has signed on to join us tonight. And I think we are up to the point of needing a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.